Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem for some of you releases soon, or heck, maybe it's already out. For the NZ crowd though, we have to wait until September and I'm trying not to think too much about it. In the meantime though, let's review some of those LEGO Ninja Turtles sets. One of my favourite LEGO themes that I think is incredibly underrated. Over the next few weeks, be sure to stick around for my coverage over a plethora of sets from both the cartoon and the movie. Here we have the Mutation Chamber Unleashed set, which released in the second wave in 2014 for around $50. If I recall correctly, I got mine last year for around $20, I think. I don't know. It didn't seem to be a very popular set at the time, which is funny because it might actually be one of my favourite ones of this line. It's such a weird set, and I really love weird LEGO. The set overview here is a Krang Lab Mutation Chamber with the figures of Raph, Victor, and Spyder Bytez. This is a turtle set that is directly based on an episode, which I love to see in LEGO more than amalgamations. The entire second wave of sets, I believe, were based on genuine episodes rather than ideas and moments, etc. It's really hard to do a vehicle set that's based on a specific scene, but a playset, that needs to actually be taken from something directly. It's easier to translate that accuracy than a vehicle's per se. This set does though feature some creative liberties, so we'll talk all about that when we get there. In the episode in question, Turtle Temper, the turtles are spotted and photographed by their nosy neighbor who is then kidnapped by the Krang. Raphael takes it upon himself to save the neighbor and get the photo back, but while confronting the Krang, the neighbor has mutation spilled on him at the exact moment that a spider bites him, thus transforming into Spyder Bytez. Here is our main turtle, Raphael. He is the most unique variant of himself for appearing in what looks to be scuba diving armor. I have to assume because I can't seem to find anything online on what this is. In the episode, he actually just appears in normal attire because this is like the third episode of the first season. In the second wave of sets, the turtle sub was actually included, which gave us Leonardo and Donnie featuring very similar new face prints to this Raphael. Underneath his shell, he's got some regular back printing, so this torso is actually very useful for mercenary type customs. I'm just a little confused on the inclusion here, but I like that it is a new variant to add to the collection. At least it's something fresh. And this is the Victor figure, the disgruntled neighbor. He is described and portrayed as a rather sleazy, lazy slob type character, and I think that LEGO have captured that quite well. It's funny because plain white singlets are actually very hard to come by for flesh-toned characters in LEGO, so this is almost a useful piece outside of this set if it weren't for those grease stains. His face is exclusive, and while I don't think it matches the source material very well, I do like that face print of a scoffing man. He includes the cell phone that he used to take the turtle's photo. And this here is Spyder Bytez, the mutant transformation of Victor and one of the craziest minifigures that I think I've ever seen from LEGO. Minifigures used in quotations. Because he is very specially molded, this figure looks dead on to the source material's design. His arms can be removed, they've got those specially molded pegs there. The only actual LEGO parts on him are the iron spider legs up top. The molding allows two of them to move further forward than the back two. You can get some really cool crazy poses with him. I love the molding of the face and body because rather than being a flat 2D image that's printed on, it is actually sculpted into the body, so his teeth there have their own depth. He is a very strange minifigure and one of the series' highlights. In fact, while I can't cover all of the sets, I can quickly cover the amazing mutant figures that this line gave us, who all feature their own special parts exclusive to them. Amassing the full collection of these figures was one of the best parts about collecting the theme. So this is the lab itself. It's not quite how it looks in the show, rather LEGO have changed up a lot of things so that they can make Victor's transformation part of the actual play feature element rather than accurately depicting the scene. I'm not super bothered by this though, it's just interesting and worth mentioning. The front of the chamber here features these two giant translucent green doors. I feel that the colouring really helps add to the aesthetics of mutagen decoration. By the front sections, we can see some stickered monitors with some mutagen details on this one and some transformation process updates on the other one. The doors also show off some mutagen bubbles. The rotating platform features an exit sign and is very reminiscent to me of sets like Vader's transformation and the Spider-Man Green Goblin Origins. Up top we have some spinning electrodes which give the chamber power, and next to them is a lonesome spider and a turning knob. So we'll go ahead and transform Victor. Victor simply needs to climb up top using the ladder here, and as he passes the spider and the electrodes, he falls into the hole that's up top the mutagen chamber, where we can now spin around the revolving platform revealing his new appearance, and out comes Spyder Bytez. I've previously mentioned that this play feature of a turning minifigure into something else just by spinning something around might actually be my favourite LEGO set gimmick of all time. I truly just love the absurdity of that feature. I love the 2 minifigure aspect included, I love the bait and switch opportunity, it always brings a joy to me, especially unpacking how it's done, and in this case Victor falls inside these walls and then Spyder Bytez fits really nicely onto this platform. Might be one of the better versions of this gimmick ever made. The instructions feature the same green theming as all of the other sets have and a nice rendered image of the set all built up, as well as the features that we've just gone over. On the other side we can see a website link with the brand new characters appearing on this page, and we see advertisements of the other 4 sets released of the wave as well, missing the Shredder's Throne Room one though. I do personally own each of these 4 sets, but only the Karai bike will be reviewed for now. On the back of the poster is a minifigure roster, which does feature the minifigures from the Shredder Throne Room, so I wonder why it wasn't featured in the set's image. That's my review of the Mutant Chamber Unleashed set. A really cool but strange one actually. It might be one of my favourites from the line, for both featuring a playset but also giving us a fun gimmick that's never tiring for me personally, and a really weird minifigure that I just can't help but love. If you enjoyed this retrospective look at a LEGO Ninja Turtles review, stick around over the next month because I'll be going over more sets from the line. Liking and subscribing does help to support this channel, and as always, take care.